So before we do the minecart, we've just come into this museum. It's like a mining museum. Over here we've got what's this? It's the Water House. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks pretty awesome. There's like a replica of what's on here. Over here we've got some information. So basically this is like an old copper mine. And used to mine for copper over here in Cornwall, and we got that by 1969, 1,000 years of effort. Just read that up there now. So this used to be like an old copper mine, and they used to use it for mining copper. We've got like a little mini model of what's used to happen here. As you can see. Up there they got a video showing you some information about it. Spin it around. But there's like an old replica of a mine stack thingy. Here they got a wheelbarrow. The mines can push for miles and miles at a time. Got like I don't know if that's that a fan. And you got this device over here. It's a rapid growth of mines Tavistock led to a huge increase of heavy materials. So I think this is like help with the heavy materials right here. To like lift it down or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm reading the information right now. And yeah, they made a canal and they used this to put down the canal. Heavy materials be put down this. And yeah. And here's it's Port at Peak right here. We're about to do the minecart in a second, but there's also a Victorian thing here as well, so we'll check that out as well. We are entering old stuff there.
The social idea.
We are off.
I can't just go in a little bit. It's like it's going.
We're off. River down there. Those rocks. I think what was it? Look at these rocks, they're cool. Oh, what?
Metals such as copper are normally found in vertical or almost vertical stripes running down through the ground. These stripes are called the lode, and in order to access the lode, it was necessary to create several horizontal tunnels at different heights, which in turn are connected by vertical shafts. We're entering at level 4, meaning there are 3 levels above us in zigzagging ladders. This in itself was dangerous and exhausting, particularly at the end of a long and physically demanding shift.
Bob's asked if he can take you all through the mine today. That's fine, but don't go holding anyone up, because time is money after all. All right?
Whoa! Whoa, it's getting wet. wet. We're going to turn the lights on now.
Let's go mining for copper!
Yay.
So, I've got a few of the lads to help demonstrate how things have changed over the years. When they first began mining for copper underground a few hundred years back, in the early 17th century, they would light fires against the face of the rock and stoke them until the rock was red hot. They then throw water against the rock to cool it quick so it would crack and shatter. Any tools they would have been using would have been much the same as what had been used right back into Roman times. Once the fires had cracked the rock, they would get to work with pickaxes and wedges that they could hammer into the cracks to break bits away and then shovel for clearing broken rock. Working with tools like that through on a rock like this was incredibly slow. To give you an idea of the speed of a miner digging away for a month with basic hand tools through a hard section of rock would get them a tunnel about the width of a carriage you're sitting in now 3 feet. Change happened when they started using gunpowder for blasting the rock. The way that worked was first they'd have to drill a hole into the rock. Back then, it would take up to 8 hours to drill a hole that far. It was still very hard physical work. Once they drilled the hole, they then packed some gunpowder into the bottom of it and put in a homemade fuse. That was usually made out of a piece of straw or even a length of reed from. That's when the mine got its first rock drill. It's powered by compressed air. A steam engine on the surface compressing the air, which comes down the shaft in home. These rock drills are the proper deal. They make things a lot quicker and easier. A week's work with one of these drills can drive the tunnel a bit longer than this old crane. And thanks to a Cornishman, William Bickford, we've now possibly set off the gunpowder. They burn at a steady rate, so we have enough time to get clear. Little more than tar-coated string, but I reckon they'll be in close. So these drills are really speeding things up, but they're causing us some problems too. First off, as you might have noticed, they're really valuable. And when you're of dust and rock dust, when it's breathed in, can really mess with your lungs. It's always been dusty and dirty work down here, but I reckon it's going to mean lots more of us are taken bad much sooner. Still, faster tunneling may mean more money for me with my share of Corton, though mainly for them that own the mines. Thanks, lads.
Going in.
All the farmers around the field, their legs tied up with straw. The miners, they go underground and never miss a blow. Oh, a mining we will go, my boys, mining we will go. With picks and shovels in our hands, a mining we will go.
Into another shaft, I think.
We all worked that real easy, and when the bell was scarred, we all lived in the engine house and made the best of that. Oh, a mining we will go,
Yeah,
my
we're not
boys,
shuffling.
mining we will go. With picks and shovels in our hands, a mining we will go.
Oh, rocks on the floor. Rob.
Yes, you heard me right, but likely not what you're thinking. Most mines around these parts have got knockers. Little people.
chaff, you lot.
This is a secure, this is a wheel, a water wheel. This is for the water.
Here's a water wheel. You've most likely seen one joint in the machinery in a ground before. Here at the George and Charlotte, we've got a power supply that's totally free. Water!
That water wheel spinning around.
It just freezes into the tank. The wheel stopped for a reset just now. But we haven't got more than a few minutes to get it running. Else the miners we waste thinking bottom level. Wait, give us a hand. Wheel stuck, huh? Hurry, we'll go to fluid. There's those knockers when you want them.
The doses. Sorry. Doses.
We're in the shaft. Oh! Up the surface of there. Back on the road.